Let the chaos begin. Controllers clacking, mics are hot, gamers on deck, we talk a lot. Tech, twist, streams, and viral scenes. We're living the dream behind the screens. Gaming, streaming, chaos supreme. The crew that breaks your algorithmic dream. From pixels to madness, we light up your feed. It's Mr. Stubbins, Vigi, and Nimbus, yes indeed.
Welcome to the show.
Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of PTTPodcast. As always, I'm joined by Nimbus Maze and Vigilante 360.
We got invited back for another week.
We got invited back. So I figured it's been a while and that we need to
Been a while. Don't tell me neither of you thought of that.
Nope.
Liar. I know you're lying, Stubbins. I don't know about Vigi, but I know for a fact that you're lying.
No, actually I wasn't thinking that until after you said it.
Whatever.
But
bunch of
we haven't
scrubs.
talked, with us being a streaming podcast and gaming podcast, we haven't talked about streaming much, so I figured we'd bring it back to the streaming side of things. I think one of the first things I want to know is how Vigi feels about possibly with the big news right now with Stream Elements possibly being sold.
It doesn't really bother me unless they change a whole lot. I don't really care who owns it as long as it still works the same. You know what I mean?
It's kind of one of those things like, it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. And like I said, if they don't change anything and it stays the same, then okay, fantastic. Whatever. Things get bought and sold all the time.
So far, I mean, they've said that nothing is changing, but all that they're doing is just acquiring funds from a business partner, and then it'll change hands. So
I mean,
really.
Yeah, I
doubt anything's going to change. It's probably going to be honestly just like Stream Elements by XY company.
Well, one thing I do hope maybe that they'll think of more about is like they already have some like campaigns for streamers, but I think they need to bring more like game programs into it. Like maybe work with something like Lurk It or Drop or Dare Drop, you know, to bring streamers more closer to the people that make the games that they play. You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, with that, after Vigi got me to get Stream Elements OBS, it's helped out a lot.
Yeah, integrating Stream Elements into OBS was fantastic. That was one of the best moves that they could have made.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, so now I do multi-streaming on TikTok and Twitch, and just being able to do that with Stream Elements is 10 times easier than having to go to, like, was it Restream or whatever it is, where you can post it on whatever, and you can still have all the chats built into your OBS. And the fact that they have their own like chatbot commands, they have like for the subathon, they had their own timers that are built in to go ahead and understand that, oh, he got a sub or he got bits. We'll add X amount of time on here. It's just super simple to set up on certain things, especially helping out those streamers who are smaller that don't have the ability to pay someone to do it all for them.
This is true. This is very true.
Very true. Speaking of Lurk It and Drop, or Dare Drop, those are two programs I was going to suggest for maybe not the first time streamer, but maybe for someone who has like at least maybe like 5 to 10 concurrent viewers on their stream. What it does is it you can go in, you can even make money off these programs, and you'll go and do these missions or dares, and you can get keys for games. And sometimes those companies reach out to you, give you keys to give away on your stream. I mean, there's just a bunch of
at least sound halfway interested.
I know.
Lurk It is pretty good when it comes to stuff like that.
Dare Drop's not been too bad. I've seen a couple streamers use it, and they've actually, but you have to like do these missions by a certain time. Like you got to be on like a certain time with those.
Yeah.
But I feel like Lurk It gets more of the newer games.
Yeah.
And Dare Drop's just a little bit behind.
I've used Lurk It when Once Human dropped. I used Lurk It for the campaign, and they did a key drop, and I was able to give out keys for that game when it was.
That's cool.
When it first came out, which was really cool because that game actually turned out to be like a really fucking popular game for a while.
Right. And I mean, heck, one of the streamers I watched gave me Conan Exiles from it. Whenever they did the remaster, he got a bunch of keys for it and he gave them out.
Heck yeah.
I mean, just it wouldn't hurt to have something like that, especially for, it'll help people come into your channel and be like, oh, there's persons playing maybe a game I might be interested in. Oh, they're giving out free keys for it? That's cool.
Yeah, who doesn't like free stuff?
Right?
That is true.
And also one thing I learned is doing, what was it that I was using for all those games? Oh, Humble Bundles. Those are
Yeah,
great.
you had a bunch when you did your Stubifying.
Yeah, Humble Bundle's pretty good too.
Because Humble Bundle, basically, for those of you that don't know, is just kind of like they donate to a charity, and all these game companies give out these codes for these games, and they put them in these packs, and you pay whatever they say the minimum requirement is to get all the games. And you can add more if you want to, but you can pay the minimum, and then you get the X amount of games. Like whenever I did my Stubathon, I found one that I paid like $13 and I got 19 games to give away.
It's pretty good.
And they were pretty decent games too.
And it's not even just, they even have book bundles and software bundles.
Interesting.
Right now they have what is it? It's called the Indie Icon Showcase. They have Bloodstained, Risk of Rain, Citizen Sleepers, Super Hot, which I played that one.
I've heard Risk of Rain's really good.
The Witness, Celeste, Slime Rancher. My wife absolutely loves that game, and Starbound. And
Slime Rancher was fun.
And you get all the games. How much? So if you pay $10, you get all the games. That's all you have to pay for that. And I think Slime Rancher is at least 20, and so is Super Hot. And they even have a simulation bundle. What is this one? Monster Hunter Collection. I don't know. It's a really good program to get into, and it's great to just have something. Not saying like you should always do that, because that shouldn't be how you do things. Because if you just constantly give out free stuff for free, that's the only reason people are going to show up.
People will start to expect it,
but
not
it's
everybody
definitely
can do it.
No, but it's kind of like that. It's good for doing giveaways and stuff, though. When you may not have a bunch of money to spend on games to give away, but hey, maybe I could toss like $10 to $15 this way, and I have a bunch of games, and if there's something that you really want in the collection, slide it to yourself. You paid for the bundle. You paid for the bundle, right?
Yeah, cook the books while you're at it.
Yeah, exactly.
No one will miss this one. They don't even know I
file
have it.
your taxes, cook the books too. Follow Stubby for more life advice.
No, don't do that. I don't know. I thought it was great.
Oh God!
And then
Just pop your neck.
Me dying.
I thought it was just that was the most accurate sound of someone dying possible.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine once I'm dead.
For those of you that don't know, over here in America, it is on the week that we're recording is the week before Memorial Day, and it is hell on earth for all of us.
Work be working. That's all I gotta say.
Work be working. So, any other things that you guys like to use for like doing special events?
I've never done a special event, so I can't weigh in.
There's lots of different things that you could use. Like there's when you go back to like the games thing, like giving away games and stuff, there's the spinning wheel website that'll let you set up a wheel that you can actually add to your OBS and spend for giveaways. But moving away from giveaways and stuff like that, just general stuff that I like to use when it comes to streaming, or Blurp is a great one to use for sound alerts. There's a website called Tangia. That is also really good for sound alerts and overlays on your stream. Overlay Guru is a huge asset when it comes to a lot of things for your stream.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Well, it used to be called Twitch Guru, and they're the ones who run my clips.
Oh wait, no, I do have that because that's on my. I forgot I did use that. I just randomly searched it up.
It's my clip player and my shout outs and a few other things go through that. There's a lot of really, really good resources in there for starting out and early streamers, stuff that you wouldn't think to add to your stream. And you go look at it, you're like, oh, wow, that'd be cool.
Right. I mean, especially if, because I mean, you're sitting there thinking, okay, I could have a BRB screen, but I was sitting there thinking, okay, nobody just like staring at a blank screen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add clips to it to where at least people can see funny moments or, epic moments that happen during the stream.
Right.
And you can set it to only do like the past year's clips. So you don't have to have like your all-time clips or anything like that.
Yep.
Yep. He's trying
I'm
not
trying
to die,
not to
folks.
yawn. Like, I'm fighting and holding back yawns. My apologies.
He's fighting the shadow man.
It's coming for him. It's ready. It's like it's bedtime.
My pillow is calling my name.
So Vigi, I, and Nimbus are starting, Nimbus and I are just now starting to use Streamer.bot, but Vigi's been using it for a while. That's a great resource for other people. But I know some people use Mix It Up and I think Firebot.
I've never heard of
ones.
Firebot. I've heard of Mix It Up.
Vaguely. I had a person
And
in my chat
Nightbot.
talk about it. I use Nightbot for modding, but
Yeah, see, I use I do all of my bot modding through Stream Elements
Yeah.
because it's all right there. Now, Mix It Up is a lot like Streamer.bot. I think that as complex and difficult as it is to learn, Streamer.bot is still the easier of the two to learn. But that's just personal preference, personal.
Yeah.
Other
Why
people
is
will.
that?
Well,
Why?
I think it's. I think it's.
I just don't get it.
So for me, with like Streamer.bot, it almost ends up like once you figure it out, then it's like, oh, all this makes sense. It's like once you do one or two commands that you want, everything makes sense because now you know how the basic like making the logic work. Because after you showed me how to do that, and I was like, oh, well, then I can use it for this, and this. And it works in so many other ways.
Yeah.
And I think with like Mix It Up, there's like extra buttons and stuff like that. So but to each his own, because I know a lot of streamers do use Mix It Up. And a lot of them and some of them just stick with Nightbot. I know people just use the online browser Nightbot, and apparently you can do a lot with it if you pay for it too.
Yeah, see, that's where I stray away from Nightbot is because I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah. At least with Streamer.bot,
I'm not
all
saying
free.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with a company that puts out a bot like that for streamers to charge, because it's not. You're providing a resource that is pretty valuable, and to put a price tag on it is understandable. I just personally think that there are other bots out there that are comparable or even better that are free.
And see, with me, there for a while, I was using Nightbot to do my clip command. But to do that, I had to watch a whole YouTube video, and it was like jumping through hoops to get to work.
With Nightbot.
With Streamer.bot, you literally just go, this is the command, and it's like, what does this command do? Oh, it does like a 30-second clip on Twitch.
Yeah.
And then you can also even set up to delays and make it to where it says who clipped it for you and thank them for it.
Yeah, I do that through Stream Elements with my clip command.
I got it to do it through Streamer.bot. It works 90% of the time. The other percent of the time, it just says % clip user %.
Yeah, it's
like,
weird. It tweaks out.
It tweaks out once in a blue moon, but not like all the time, though.
Well, Streamer.bot, you got to remember, also just came out of
Beta?
Yeah, it's in its alpha state at the moment, I think.
Oh, it's in alpha state?
Or no, wait, it was full release.
Okay.
Brain's not braining.
It's fine. It's fine. We understand.
Bruh.
But then also with Stream Elements comes Fourth Wall, isn't it? Aren't they connected too?
Fourth Wall integrates with basically everything.
That's what I was thinking. And Fourth Wall is a great platform to use to make merch, especially if you're starting out. Because one of the biggest thing is like, if you're gonna make merch, make it a cult thing, because people like cults for some reason, and they will buy merch. I mean, heck, Vigi makes a lot of funny shirts, and I'm sure a lot of people buy them.
No, but that's
No.
okay.
No, Demo does.
That was great. Like, Vigi makes a lot of shirts. I'm sure people buy them. No.
No, and that's okay because and I even have this as a timer in my stream. It'll pop up. It'll say, "I've got lots of great merch over at the merch store. Go check it out. I don't care if you buy anything. I just want you to look at it and tell me how cool it is." Because I don't care. Like, it is what it is, right?
I mean, it
just another way to
circles
make
back
some
around
money.
to the fact that we always were like, it's not about the money.
It's not.
Never about the money.
Because, I mean, if you walk into it wanting just the money, you're not going to go far with it.
I'm going to sneeze.
Watermelon, cucumber.
Keep it in.
Keep it in. One thing I'll say is, like, a lot of times if you see something in ads on, like, Facebook and stuff like this, and I know this from, like, personal experience, because I was like, man, I kind of wish there was a way to, like, quick edit videos, right? That came from my Twitch. All of a sudden, I may have said something about it, but here comes all these Eclipse ads.
Eclipse.gg.
Yeah, and it was not worth any look.
You got to be careful getting into those because some of those are more headaches than they're worth.
Yeah, it's almost better just go and edit it right off Twitch yourself and then just post it straight to your.
Well, they're not. It's not like so. It's like typical ad stuff, right? They say, "Oh, you just put it in here and it's going to find your highlights because he uses AI and whatever." And it's not the case.
Yeah. No.
If you've never used it, what it does is it says, "Okay, upload your clip or your full VOD, whatever. You get X amount of coins to use, and then you have to pick the game." Now, if you don't pay for it, you can only do so many games.
Mm-hmm.
That's the big part. So if it's a really popular game, like for example, Arc Raiders or
you couldn't
Call
do
of
it for.
Duty, it's very hard to get it to actually do it without paying. Then if you do find a game and it clips them, the clips like it'll say, "Oh, this is an epic moment that's happening," and it's not.
Yeah, and it'll add these random memes that make no sense into the ad whatsoever. But if you pay for the ultra premium, it'll do better.
That's the thing. You just got to pay for everything.
Yeah. And it's not worth it at that point. At that point, it'd be easier to get CapCut, which is free. Whatever meme you want, because there's actually a whole entire TikTok page that's dedicated to making memes on green screens. So you can add them to your videos without it costing you a dime.
Right.
And then you just upload it to like TikTok or whatever and pick the most trending sound that you like that goes with your video. And and now I've realized that TikTok recently, at some point, has made it to where you can only use a maximum of like 4 to 5 hashtags.
Yeah, it's 5.
Good.
I don't know when the change happened, but I noticed it a couple months ago. I was putting a clip up for the podcast. And
Yeah.
it was like you can only use 4, 5, I believe. And I was
Good.
like, "Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's just fine by me."
Yeah, because I mean, people were spamming the crap out of them, trying to hit everything they possibly could.
Well, you think about it. Look at an old TikTok video if you still find them, if they're still on there. The first 10 to 15 are hashtag FYP, hashtag FY page, hashtag for your page. Like just variations on that because that's what hit the algorithms.
Mm-hmm. And if you ever watched any of those videos, that shit will still pop up on your page because you may have liked a video that had FYP, for you page, stuff like that.
Right.
So that's why people still use it because it still pops up in people's feeds because they've liked a video with that.
Now it's up to Stubbins. Round us out.
Oh, God, no. I just sneeze and everything just blows up.
Comedy comes in threes.
It's because your house is on cinder blocks. Explode.
That's because of fat tears, okay? He's not prepared for this today.
Yeah, I'm not all here.
He's just here.
I'm just here. Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
I think you were the one that showed us this. Sully Gnome is a good page to use to track how you're doing on Twitch.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that website.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if you want to know your analytics and stuff like that, it's good to have that because maybe you see where you did great at, where, things are going on it. It's good to just kind of have, like, a reference point of where you're at. Another one that I know Vigi uses is Throne.
Yes, Throne is good.
It's kind of like, it doesn't give away. it's a wish list, but it doesn't give out your information, but people can send you things, which is great because you can just put stupid little things on there. Like I'm working on mine right now, and it's going to have like a bunch of dice on it. If you buy me a die or a set of die, I will give you like 5 rolls for damage off that die.
Okay.
I'm just going to my door, and there's going to be like my whole throne wish list of die are going to
all of the dice.
Insert. This is the moment he knew he fucked up meme right here.
Oh,
Yep.
at this point.
No, but Throne is great for setting up like a wish list thing, and you could put like silly, goofy stuff on there and outrageously overpriced computers just because it was funny.
I saw that. I've seen that on yours.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
It is on mine. I have it crowdfunded. I was like, man, what if? That'd be hilarious.
Has anybody ever put any money towards it?
No.
Does it tell you?
Yeah, it'll tell me, and I don't care. Like I said, it's just one of those.
So
silly
I
little
haven't
things that I
like
put
used
on
it.
there.
Has someone actually bought you something from your throne before?
Nope.
I was just wondering, like, does it like notify you when someone buys you something, or does it just send it and take it off?
Nope. No idea.
No clue.
Gotta have somebody that wants to buy me something before I find that out, I guess. I need to update mine and put some new stuff on there because I do have some weird things on that list. Like I have snack boxes from like
Dragon
Japan.
favorite Korean snack box.
Yeah.
He's looking for it right
I
now.
was gonna say I've got like snack boxes from like Korea and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Lester's
that's-
Fixin's outrageous wild sodas.
Yep. Which I gotta take that one off there
because
because I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy that anyway. The Lester's Fixins because I think my 1,000. I'm gonna do that. Those random fucking drinks and just die from how
There you
bad
go.
they suck.
Mrs. Tubbins.
There's a capital on that S, sir. It's Mr. Stubbins.
That was so funny. I
Put some respect on that name.
don't think Vigi knows that story. Anyway,
What, Mrs. Stubbins?
Mrs. Tubbins.
Mrs. Stubbins? That's what my wife called him for a long time.
No,
Yeah.
not Mrs. Stubbins. Mrs. Tubbins.
Yeah, no,
Oh, you're
Mrs.
saying,
Stubbins. Yeah.
Well, it happened twice. Maybe now I'm glad you finally learned your lesson. He was streaming with RTM, and one of the people in the chat was like, I got your letters confused, the capitalization. I thought your name was Mrs. Tubbins. And I have
Yep.
taken that and ran with it.
Yep. And then it also happened whenever I was talking with some of the guys over at Spective Gaming, and Spective's all like, your name looks like Mrs. Tubbins.
How many times have you been called Mrs. Tubbins?
After I changed it, not that much.
I don't care afterwards. I'm talking about prior.
You're 10 to 20 minutes.
10 to 20
Ooh,
minutes.
good one. That was a good one.
I mean, for his state of mentality right now, yeah, probably is.
Mental mentality. Mental
Mental fortifications.
Yeah. Good, Vigi.
Words are hard. Leave me be.
Don't you even start about speaking, sir.
No,
Yeah.
I'm terrible at speaking. That's why I recognize it. Real recognizes real.
Game recognizes game.
Gang, gang. So, what are some programs that maybe... Have you found anything that you use? Maybe we haven't spoke about, Nimbus, that you've, like, on your early adventures of streaming?
We haven't talked about it, but I've integrated chaos tricks into my stuff.
Chaos
Or,
Tricks
like-
is a good one.
That's like, because it does the multiple games and you can just do jump scares for bits or channel points, which is what I like. I like how people can actually do the random ones for channel points. So I'm not like,
But if they want something
you want to
specific, they
spook me. If you want a specific one, you pay the bits for it, which happened to me the other night on stream.
yeah, Bella
No.
likes to use those.
Was not happy with that. That was.
They've added new chaos tricks for the new repo now too.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at is if you don't know what it is, basically it's an integration for Twitch. But there's multiple games too that have baked in stuff. If you ever watch like Stubbins and I play repo, when like people randomly explode or stuff just randomly happens, it's because of chaos tricks.
I learned that one from Vigi because he started playing with those. Watching his like shit and people just come in and they'll have almost everything in the cart and someone's all like, oh, spin the cart? Okay.
Yeah, scatter cart and it's all over the fucking place. Teleport cart back to the start so you can't find it, or random teleport. That's my favorite because then you can't find it.
But there's
Like,
not
why?
there's not a lot of games on it, which is still cool. but there's some
I
on there
think-
I wouldn't think there would be, like GTA San Andreas.
I actually
I
joined their
love-
Discord, and they are constantly asking people to add games that they want to be added and things that they can do with it. And after looking at some of them, I understand now. Like you scroll through TikTok, and you see these people doing like the climb up the thing with all the cars and stuff on TikTok Live or whatever. And you have to try to stop them from making it to the top, or the Minecraft where they're walking in a straight line. And you either so many likes spawns a zombie and stuff like that to try to get people to buy stuff. It's just how people do things now.
Yeah. I love any game that has Twitch integration built in. Those are my favorites.
Oh,
Or ones that where you can get a mod to have Twitch integration so that you can have your community just fuck with you the entire time you're playing.
A lot of the indie devs right now are making so my wife watches a streamer called Captain Tube Socks, and he does like a lot of community stuff. He rakes in almost like 1,000 some odd viewers a stream, if not more. But he does I think he did not TSA, but he did like some kind of like airport where he had to sit there and sort the luggage or whatever. But people in his chat could type ! Luggage, and their name would appear on the luggage. So they would appear in the chat. Or he'd play another game where he's doing like, let's say he's making hamburgers or something like that. Some of those games have it where his viewers show up as the customers.
Right.
I'm like, I think more games need to have more Twitch integrations because I feel like a lot of people love the interaction. Even if it's just putting their name on that game, they love that little bit of interaction that they get.
That's why Marbles on stream is so popular. You actually get to be a part of that game.
Right. And isn't that one all just chance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like everybody just rolls down it. You don't get to control it or anything. It just
Another good program that small streamers could use. You have to pay for it for the premium features, but Voice Mod is a good one.
so it's actually I've liked Voice Mod, and it started messing with my audio settings. I had to stop using it. I paid for it and I can't use it anymore.
That's weird.
It was messing up my actual microphone and audio really bad.
Time for a new mic.
No, because whenever I didn't have it, I didn't have any issues.
No, there's still like a weird, high pitched noise on your mic.
Yeah, you're fucking with me because Vidji's not. He was like,
Wait, what happened? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just gonna ignore that and go on about our day. So another good thing is the mute button for Nimbus.
Get fucked.
Vidji's so tired. It's hilarious.
Dude, it's just so bad. I'll be fine. Don't worry.
I'll be fine.
Don't
But
worry. One
I-
out of the 3 viewers that cares about me. That was the only good one you'll get out of me tonight, so enjoy it.
No, but I feel like to be anywhere, to get somewhere on streaming, for one, I mean, you have to make your content, but just having as much interaction or anything integration-wise with chat to make them feel like they are a part of your stream is one of the bigger tools. It's just always having something with chat in mind.
You gotta be real big with your chat. I mean, that's how you build your community, and that's how you get your views, and that's how you get your everything you want. Your subs, your bits, everything.
Chat is everything when it comes to streaming.
And, another, thing, a lot of people are like, well, I rated out to this person, so they're just automatically going to follow me. No, not all the time are they going to do that.
No.
If you want to get into that, if you want that person to start noticing you, you got to get into that community. You got to start establishing yourself in their chats. Because one thing I noticed is, I've become friends with RTM. I'm getting into his community. People notice me from his streams. I'm starting to see them show up in my chats every once in a while. You have to make those connections, because if you don't actually make real connections with other streamers, you're not going to be able to grow.
Right.
But you have to find the communities that work with what you feel and follow the same kind of mesh well with what you want to do as a streamer. Because you can't go into someone's stream, I'm just going to throw it out there, Tim Tatman. He's just so kind of he has that Chad bro energy. And that may not be something that your community vibes with. That's not something you want to bring your community into. But then also you can't just be raiding out to people like, I mean, you can raid out to them, but are they going to see you? No. People like Peanut and all that have thousands and thousands upon thousands of viewers, and their chat's just constantly moving. It's already buried. The moment you like clocked in, it's already gone by a light year.
That's not 100% true, because there are some that will notice. Some have special like alerts that'll go off and segregate it so that it does get noticed. Or they have a very good mod team that says, "Hey, you just got raided. Pay attention." You know.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Is sometimes they have that, but some of them don't have the alert for it. They don't care if they get raided. So they, especially like Peanut's a great example. I don't know if he has one because I've never raided to him.
I did.
You know,
He doesn't really have anything.
but he doesn't have anything. The only thing he has is for like subs. You know, that's like his thing. So you're gonna get lost. You're gonna get lost anyway because of just the amount of chat that happens at any given point. And he doesn't have the alert, so he's not gonna go, "Oh, I got raided," right? You know, whereas like somebody raids to us, you know, Stubbins has a corgi that drops bombs everywhere, and it flies into a oddly specific building.
No, wait, what? No, I don't. I do not have that.
It wouldn't be so bad, except there's a second plane.
It's the same plane flying across the stream.
Oh, it's the same one. Got it. Okay.
Oh my god.
How dare you?
What, too soon?
Flashbacks? What?
Old man?
But no, like, you know, we've got the things like that, but some of these other, like these bigger streamers don't, or just some small streamers even don't. They don't really care to.
Or some small streamers don't know how to set that up yet.
Right. Or
Because Twitch is trying to help as much as possible, but you can tell that they don't start helping you until you really start reaching affiliate.
So you get some stuff, and we talked about it, right? But like stuff like that, your hype trains and things like that, you're not getting until you hit the affiliate status.
Right. I see the mini Pringle fairies are going nuts too.
The war going on outside the door.
It's a war. Please, don't send me in, boss.
There's a battle.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, like we've always said, you have to be you. And if you're not going to be how you are, it's better to take a day off from streaming because you're not feeling it than it is to go in just either dead tired, in a bad mood. Because the way that you feel going into a chat...
100%. I canceled 2 streams this week.
But it's... If you don't feel up to streaming, don't stream. It's better to have an off day than it is to go in and just be in a piss poor mood.
Yeah, because your community is going to feed off of that. So like you want to be on the game all the time. Now you do have bad days, and there's some days you're like, man, I'm having a bad day, but streaming is a good way for me to get through it. You know, so it's kind of how your mental state is. If you do better by talking to people via chat, you know, you're just, you know, yelling into the void, if you will, then do it. But if you're gonna just do it and because you have to do it out of obligation, like it's gonna hurt you more.
It's definitely one of those you have to look at by scenario,
Case by case, yeah.
Because if you don't, you're just gonna go in there and be like, let's just say, okay, so we all have our rage moments like on Call of Duty and stuff like that. But if you're already in a bad mood and you start getting those, it's just gonna blow up into something, and it's not gonna look good.
I don't rage. I've never raged at a game.
Sir, the lie detectors say that is a lie.
You shut the hell up. I'm just kidding.
No, fuck you. Just all those stuff.
You start raging out right now. I'm too tired to rage.
He's gonna crash out.
You survived another day.
I survived another day.
You get to make it to next week's episode.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. Fat Tears lives on.
Good God, hopefully not.
Just wait.
That on April Fool's Day this year. Let's just leave it there, please.
Just wait until next year and the country album drops.
Oh my fucking God.
That would actually be really funny. At least have a Thanksgiving album.
Yeah.
I can't. I've already released 2 fucking. I've already released 2 Thanksgiving songs. I can't do it
We
anymore.
need Fat Tears ones.
Yeah, we need Fat
No.
Tears presents Thanksgiving.
You know, I
Drumsticks.
will say. Well,
I'm already getting the ideas for
and I Yeah, I don't remember putting up any of those Fat Tears songs up on my YouTube like I said I was going to. Whoops.
Oops. Well, the album never dropped, guys. It's fine. My
I don't think
producer
that's
dropped
why
the
he
ball.
was saying oops.
Whoops.
A sleepy Viggie's a good Veggie to have.
No, it sucks.
Exactly.
It's terrible. I hate it. I should have bought like 4 coffees today. Why am I leaking?
What a choice of words.
You're literally falling apart.
Yeah, I think I am. I really think I am.
No,
It doesn't help that I got home from work today, and instead of sitting down and relaxing because I got out early, I immediately mowed my lawn and did the weed eating.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
went for gold.
It needed done before it rained, so
I was supposed to do stuff this weekend for all the yard stuff, but decided to go to an EDM concert on Sunday night, and Saturday I got voluntold to work.
sucks to
Doesn't
suck.
Anyway, if you two were going to restart Twitch right now, what is your quote unquote toolkit? Obviously OBS.
OBS.
You mean like, so what do you mean, like start over completely new?
Yep.
Like
You have
to
all
start
of your
a brand new
knowledge.
channel?
Yep, you're starting right over.
I'm not. I'm just not. The amount of shit that I've put into mine, if I were to try and start over now, would take me another 2 years to get back to where I am.
Okay, well, like what's your basic? Just like obviously
OBS.
you have to build up, right? Just OBS.
Listen, if
Nothing
you
else?
want to know what you need to start streaming out the gate,
Just-
OBS.
OBS.
That's it. And I would suggest
If you're a console player, just use the built-in Twitch app.
you could do that too. But I mean, if you're just going to be out the gate starting up and you're a PC guy, or even if you get a fucking capture card for your console and you're still through PC, Stream Elements OBS is probably the way to go. So OBS with the Stream Elements plugin is the way to go, because most of everything that you need outside of all the extreme shit that I do in my stream, or Stubbins does in his stream, or anybody that has these extreme sound alerts and triggers and everything else, is built into Stream Elements. It has a bot that has moderation. It has custom commands that you can use. It has overlays built into it. Everything you need is right there.
So yeah, Streamlabs or not Streamlabs, Stream Elements OBS. I recommend staying away from Streamlabs 100%.
Why?
It actually is very hard on CPUs.
And it's not as streamlined.
Yeah, it's not as streamlined, and there's a lot of paywalls.
Gotcha.
Indeed.
So it's definitely not one that I would recommend, because especially not everybody has the money to buy, the $3,000 to $5,000 PCs that could run Streamlabs smoothly. Do I use it?
Resource heavy.
I use I can go to their page on Google, and I can use it to make my alerts and stuff easy, because you can just take the browser sources from that. But I do not have the program installed on my computer, because it just use while you're playing games, and it's bad.
And see, that's also another good thing about Stream Elements plugin for OBS, is that alerts are built into their overlays. So if you get their overlay pack, which they have a ton of free ones, they do have some premium ones that you can pay for, but there are a ton of free ones that you can just build off of and add stuff to and add to, and they have alerts built directly into it, which is awesome.
So I think beyond the fact that I doxed us and we had some interesting times and tired Veggie, I think, a short episode this week's probably going to be good for everybody, because
Short week in the U.S. It's a short episode. It's all...
3-day weekend. Help.
2-day weekends.
I'm right there with you, Stub.
I get a 3-day weekend. I'm so excited.
I mean, I'm off Sunday, Monday.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Let's go.
All right, guys, this has been another great episode, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.